He is a nature lover. He has proved it not only by words but also by deeds. Neshakari Silva, a proud graduate of University of Peradeniya, is the founder of Zero Plastic National Movement, which aims to create a behavioral change among people, encouraging them to love the environment. After his Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Science, he obtained his Master's degree in Business Management from the University of Colombo. Neshakari Silva currently serves as a council member at Institute of Management of Sri Lanka. He is also the managing director at Digital Force Web Solutions Company and is information technology advisor at Servode Fusion. He is an extraordinary personality who always tries to encourage the youth to protect and strengthen the bond between human beings and the environment. Your perspective on nature will surely take a positive turn after listening to his inspirational words.
Do you know that Sri Lanka has been listed in one of highest polluted countries in the world? Do you know that the one single plastic bottle would take nearly 400 years to decompose? So likewise, there are many facts and figures that we world in a crisis. We Sri Lanka is in a crisis. We need to address this plastic pollution. Otherwise, us or the next generation won't have a country to live. So that's why we initiated Zero Plastic. Zero Plastic has two objectives. One thing, many people use plastic and buy plastic items. So when you buy plastic items, so what happened to the local entrepreneurs who produce plastic alternative products? On the other hand, we are facing a huge plastic crisis, a plastic problem. So these are the two objectives that Zero Plastic is working. So why volunteers need to address this battle? As you all know that this is a national level, this is a world level problem. So to address that massive problem, that cannot be done by one single person like me. So we need to have a set of people who are like-minded to fight against plastic pollution. So that's why Zero Plastic initiated with support of 8 state universities. Right now we have 2,100 volunteers across the country. The only thing that I want to request from you all, plastic crisis cannot be solved by collecting plastic or doing cleanup projects. That only can be solved out by changing people, behavioral change, people mindset. When you go shopping, you need to take a bag from home. When you go out, you need to bring a water bottle yourself. So something like there are primary activities or the action that you could take. Other than that, you need to change people's mind, how people see plastic products, how people think about this in nature. So I would like to invite all of you to contribute this good cause and protect this environment so then we all can live happily.
Three extraordinary undergraduates of University of Peradeniya have been selected to the 53rd Senior National Basketball Tournament this year. Kavindi Abhiratna is one of the proud members of the National University Basketball team. She has studied at Holy Family Convent, Kalaga. Currently, she is an undergraduate of University of Peradeniya from 16th batch of Faculty of Dental Sciences. In 2020, she was able to be a champion in 52nd Senior National Basketball Tournament, Division 2, representing the National University Basketball team. Also, she has represented university basketball teams in inter-university games in 2018 and SLUG in 2019 and got selected for semi-finals as well.
Primesh Vedagedara is an undergraduate of University of Peradeniya. She is from 19th batch of Faculty of Arts. She has studied at both the Mahanama Girls College Kandy and Hillwood College Kandy. In 2017, she was awarded as the Best Offensive Player of the Kandy District Open Club Championship. In the same year, she got merit awards for basketball at the College Colors Award ceremony. As well as she was able to represent Sri Lanka in White 2020, 21st All India Sports Extravaganza organized by Jain University in India in 2020.
Selecting to the Sri Lanka University basketball team is one of the biggest achievements in my basketball journey. I got to work with the best players of each university. We played matches with the toughest teams and it was really a great experience. I would like to thank all my coaches and my teachers for supporting me and guiding me. my family, my parents and my 2 sisters were there with me through thick and thin. Also, I want to thank my basketball team for trusting me and giving me the opportunity to shine. Also, my friends who were there with me supporting my dream.
Virocha Nugapitiya has studied in both the Hillwood College Kandy and Kandy Girls High School. Currently, she is an undergraduate of University of Peradeniya from 17th batch of Faculty of Science. She was the runner-up of All Island Basketball Championship in 2009 under 13 B Division. Then again, she was able to be the runner-up of Kandy District under 13 Championship 2010. Viraja's next achievement was being the second runner-up of Central Province under 19 Championship 2011. In same year, she was able to be again the runner-up of under 19 school zone level competition.
I was a bit surprised and anxious because I was to represent all universities, but it was a really nice experience. I would encourage more students to take part in sports and other extracurricular activities because uni life isn't just academics. I would like to thank my family, friends, coaches and teammates of both Pera basketball team and the Sri Lanka University's team.
Kumarasinghe is a 23 years old young entrepreneur. He was a student of Takshila College Gampaha and Veyangoda Central College. Now he is a second year student of Faculty of Agriculture in University of Peradeniya. He has been a very good artist since his childhood, and that was the reason he started his own business called Graphite Art 2 years ago. He has been promoting his business through social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram. At the very beginning, he designed only pencil arts, but his hard work and creativity ensured the success of his business. Now, he creates amazing digital drawings as well.
I saw a lot of friends of mine had started their own business during the lockdown situation ruled by government because of the corona pandemic situation. So I also thought to start my own business by using my innate skill. After that, at the beginning, I got a lot of challenges, especially to promote my business and to get a good market for my drawings. There is only one future goal that is involving with animation industry, because animation industry has got a good place in business world among businesses. Actually, a lot of people help me to start my business and to promote my business. Among them, my friends and friend of my batch helped me to get a good market and to promote my business. Because of them, I was able to reach a good market. Actually, there is a good market in Sri Lanka, as well as there are a lot of artists. So, if you are willing to start your own business, you have to compete with those people, those artists. But don't get afraid, no need to be worried. Don't think you don't have good skill to compete with those people. Just start and see the progress, because definitely you will be able to enhance your skill. You can improve your skill step by step with time. So you have to deal with those artists. You have to get advisors. You have to refer the drawings of those artists, and you have to get a lot of information. And I would like to remind earlier, thank Perabeats for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
As Perabeats family, we wish you all the very best for your future career as a young entrepreneur. Good luck, Keshav.
is an honor of a euphonious voice, is an undergraduate of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science of University of Peradeniya, and she is a proud daughter of Sirimava Bandaranayaka Vidyalaya, Colombo. Her father had dreamt about a day hearing his eldest daughter's voice in an original song. He unraveled the path for her with the well-known lyricist Mrs. Indrani Aluthurage, who wrote the original song of Tayoshi. As a result, on the 17th of January 2022, the song Malpokuru came into the music world through the voice of Tayoshi. The melody and music were composed by Dr. Victor Ratnayaka, and the music arrangements were done by Visharada Darshana Vikramatunga. The track was recorded, mixed and mastered by Mr. Janaka Chamara at the Panselu Music Studio, and the video production was done by Mr. Lashan Sanjeeva of the Art Part Factory.
The song unfolds the nostalgic thoughts of a girl who is away from the Peradeniya University where she found love. It portrays her eagerness to be back at University of Peradeniya, which is known as the most picturesque university in Sri Lanka, with a romantic setting. The days she used to walk on this romantic ground with her significant other under a rain of soft flower petals in the blooming season, enjoying the cold breeze silently replays in her mind. She is eager to go back and experience those sweet moments carved in her soul again. Her song was broadcasted by Rangiri Sri Lanka FM for the first time. You can listen to her song on her YouTube channel Tayoshi Pupuluwatta.
The current rate of massive fossil fuel usage will lead to a global energy crisis within the next 2 decades. To prevent this supposedly inevitable energy crisis, many governments and private sector companies active in the energy sector are making serious investments in harnessing renewable energy sources, particularly solar energy and wind energy. Sri Lanka gets an abundance of sunshine which could be harnessed using solar panels to generate electricity throughout the year. By developing proper technology to harness energy, Sri Lanka can reduce its dependence on oil and natural gas, reduce its carbon emissions, and create energy technology that is less vulnerable to price hikes.
A team of researchers from the Advanced Material Research Laboratory (AMREL) of the Department of Physics at the University of Peradeniya is conducting research on fabricating cadmium telluride-based thin film solar cells to produce homemade, cheap and efficient solar cells and prototype panels. AMREL is collaborating with Sivananda Laboratories Incorporated, Bolingbrook, Illinois, USA, National Institute of Fundamental Studies, Hantan, and Universities of Kalaniya and Jaffna. And their research is funded by the State Ministry of Skills Development, Vocational Education and Research and Innovation, Sri Lanka. AMREL scientists have shared their findings by publishing their work in more than 10 international peer-reviewed, high-index journals over the last 2.5 years since it was declared open. AMREL utilizes state-of-the-art research equipment to make Sri Lanka energy independent in the near future.
University of Peradeniya is a team of dedicated and enthusiastic undergraduates who are striving to make the world a better place by taking action towards service. Accordingly, Rotary Club of Peradeniya conducted a project called Sakkara under 3 categories. Under the elders category, the club conducted a project called Kalani Vandana. In this project, the elders of selected elders' home in Kandy were taken on a pilgrimage to the Kalaniya temple. The club members members spend the entire day with them to make them happy, in addition to providing them with all the facilities. Mount Abiman was an awareness session organized for pregnant mothers. At the end of the session, Rudraprab also donated necessary items that would be helpful during their delivery time. Next step 360 was a project which focused on the professional development of undergraduates. To conclude the project, the club organized an award ceremony which was conducted physically at university. With the collaboration of perabeats, Rudraprab of University of Peradeniya conducted photographic competition called Captures. The competition saw hundreds of competitors. At the end of the event, Rudraprab and perabeats together organized an exhibition. Another wonderful project done by Rudraprab of Peradeniya is Cheers to Life. Where this project, in addition to witnessing the Sri Lanka vs Zimbabwe cricket at the pinnacle stadium, the club members also engaging in cleaning the stadium environment at the end of the match.
The Roborossia Society is a prestigious society of the University of Peradeniya. The society's goal is to provide a platform to undergraduate students to share their life experiences and help them handle stressful situations empathetically by directing them to professional psychological counseling services. The appointment of the new executive committee of the Roborossia Society, which was held on the 13th of January 2022, is a major milestone achieved by the society. The newly appointed Senior Treasurer Dr. Jeevantika Ekanayaka and the President Mr. Viraj Maduranga, an undergraduate of the Faculty of Management, and the members of the Executive Committee are doing their utmost to achieve the goals of the society. On the 14th of February, Psychological Background of the Consummate Love and Relationship, a Valentine's Day program, was successfully conducted virtually through Zoom. An insightful discussion about the best ways to build a strong and healthy relationship was initiated during the session by the guest speakers, Mr. Pradeep Kohalaregedara, the Assistant Director of Education at the National Dangerous Drugs Control Board, and Ms. Buddhika Paranavithana, a member of the American Psychological Association and a former psychologist at a government hospital in Sri Lanka. Another significant chapter of the Roborossia Society is the appointment of peer counselors in the university who will help their fellow students understand their emotional and behavioral disturbances and work on solutions. Perabeats congratulates the Roborossia Society on the appointment of their new board of executives and wishes them all the very best for their future projects.
The highlight of the Vibhava Literary Association for the year was the annual general meeting on 22nd of January 2022, accompanied by the appointment of the new committee for the new year 2022. The changing of the old guard occurred with Kumudu Dharmadasa appointed as president, Kasuri Gamage as secretary, and Arosh De Silva as vice president, and they took over the reins for the society for a new term. The rest of the colloquial editorial team were also similarly filled with fresh new blood for the coming annum. Vibhava plans to hold their trademark Back to Roots, the program, in late February via Zoom. Furthermore, the virtual Bala series will be organized as well. This is geared towards newcomers and involves touching upon untouched, neglected and not looked upon concepts in art and literature. It would also bring in resource persons and build up a meaningful discussion to cover the untrodden parts of literature. That's all from Vibhava.
ISEC in University of Peradeniya is a platform for young undergraduates to develop and showcase their leadership potential through international internship and volunteer opportunities. The month of February was a monumental one for ISEC, where the organization marked the 5th anniversary of its journey. The occasion was celebrated in style along with the annual awarding ceremony named Nova 21 to recognize most outstanding performers amongst the membership. Nova 21 was held in Earth Reason Hotel in Kandy on 5th of February with over 100 participants of both the current membership as well as the alumni. The occasion was graced with the presence of the Deputy Vice Chancellor of University of Peradeniya, Professor W.M.T. Madhujit, and the senior advisors Dr. Tilak Bandara and Dr. Jayalat Edirisingha. The awarding ceremony recognized about 30 winners who performed outstandingly during their term. The award for the Best Emerging Young Leader went to Sanjeev Dhananjana for the term 2021-2022, and for the Best Young Leader went to Himandi Randambuki. Sadan Abeyvardhana was recognized as the most contributing alumni for the term 2021-2022.
The scholars of the country's most prestigious university, with an inception way back in 1942 and nearly 80 years of proud university tradition, celebrated its 82nd General Convocation ceremony in 2022 as a series of 3 days spanning the 22nd, the 23rd and the 24th of February 2022 with full adherence to all the health regulations prevailing in the country. It was a very special program as it was one of the very few physically held events in the university calendar. The proceedings kicked off on the first day on the 22nd with the presence of the Chancellor of the University, Professor K.M. De Silva, and the proceedings of the first day were reserved for the postgraduates of Humanities and Social Sciences, followed by the general degree of the Faculty of Arts. The next days, the 23rd and 24th, had its own proceedings, including the remainder of the faculties, including the faculties of Agriculture, Allied Health Sciences, Veterinary Sciences, Dental Sciences, Management, Medicine, Science, and finally, the Faculty of Engineering. Just like the previous years, this convocation had the privilege of the media unit of the University of Peradeniya, the Perabeats Media Society, which had the honor of providing media services and covered the event to bring about the brilliance and the prestige that this event offered. Heartiest congratulations to all who achieved the university dream that they dreamt of for all these years.
අයිබෝවන් සුබෝදැස්සනක්. හන්තාන අඩවිය සිසාරා ගලායන මේ රන් අරුණලු කිරණ පෙරාදෙනිය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ සිපගන්නා තවත් එක් සොඳුරු දැස්සනක්.
සරසවි සිහිනය කියන්නේ බහුතර ශිෂ්‍ය ප්‍රජාවක් තම ජීවිත කාලය තුළ සාක්ෂාත් කර ගැනීමට උත්සාහ කරන ඉතාමත් සුන්දර කඩඉමකට.
පෙරාදෙනිය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ 82 වන අභිමානවත් උපාධි ප්‍රදානෝත්සවයයි මේ 1942 දී ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ උසස් අධ්‍යාපනයේ නිම්වලලු පුළුල් කරමින් මහාර්ග දායාදයක් මෙරට දායාද වෙනවා.
අද දිනයේදී තවත් පීඨ 5ක සරසවි විද්‍යාර්ථීන් හත ඔවුන්ගේ උපාධි පිරිනැමීමට මේ වන විටත් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ ගෘහස්ත ක්‍රීඩාංගන පරිශ්‍රයේ සියලු කටයුතු සූදානම් කරලා හමාරයි.